This was my childhood piano. And I learned to play on it. I learned the keys on it. We never had stickers because, you know, I'm a purist. I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted to memorize everything. There's a little lock here, and a key went to it, and it would actually lock. I don't know where that key went. When I was in middle school, my parents decided that my dad's recording business was pretty important, and they needed extra room in the house. So the loud noise of the piano and the space it was taking up was not worth it to keep. But it stayed in the family. It came here to my grandparents' house, where it stayed for many, many, many years, even long after I stopped taking lessons. I practiced on an electric keyboard that my dad bought, and he had that in the studio downstairs for many, many years. It's still there. Now it's very out of date, but you know, at least it was cool. Occasionally I would compose random bits like this on the piano, and that's how I kind of learned to love the piano again. It was not just an instrument that I was being forced to play, that I had to do my tasks, I had to take my lessons and do theory, and I hated all of it, right? But once I no longer had what I had taken for granted, I realized I still loved it. I still loved pianos. Every time I walked into a house or a nursing home or a hospital or some great hall and there was a piano, I would beg to play. Like, please let me play, please, please, please. And each time I got to play, I felt just a little bit of joy that I got to play a real piano, and I missed this. I missed the real keys. I missed the heft of each one. There's something to playing a real instrument rather than the electronic versions. Obviously, these goes out of tune. They can be broken very easily. There's a certain note here, the E, that if you hit it hard enough, the hammer actually is loose and it double strikes. So that's fun. So this piano has stayed here for many, many years. My older sister kind of called dibs on it, and then when she left for another state and didn't take it with her, we were all kind of like, well, what's gonna happen to the piano? Fast forward, I went to college, graduated college, moved out from my parents' place, found myself in a house, and now the piano is here with no one to play it. My grandparents who lived here have passed away, and there is no point really in keeping it. It goes out of tune. It's tuned to about a half a note below C, or a half a note below. It's like, that's middle C, but it's not actually middle C. It's a little lower. So the piano itself is not fantastic. It's got some kind of history to it, and it's close to me, but it's not a Steinway, right? It's not some masterpiece woven in and kept for generations, right? And yet it was, you know, something my parents had us do. My older sister and I learned to play piano, and my younger sister opted to play violin, but would still tinker around on it. So the idea of letting it go was really hard. We always kind of just assumed that the piano would stay in the house, since it costs about $500 to move it out of the house, because you can't see now, but we were on the top floor, well above this flight of stairs, and if someone were to want it, they would have to pay for the moving of said piano, and it's hefty. It's an upright, so This is not easy to just pick up and go. But it's beautiful, and it means a lot. And unfortunately, regrettably, I have no space in my home. And while my parents would have had space in their home, it's not really viable to move it back. So my mom's trying to get rid of it, to sell it, to, get it out of here. And we had a taker, but then she realized how expensive it would be to move it, and so we're back to square one, where I wish I could take it. I wish I could keep it. And I may not be able to ever play it again, but if anything, I can hold on to my memories of playing it now, playing it for years and years of my childhood. Playing it while it was here, we had guests over, just down that way, it used to be my grandparents' living room, and then there was the dining room too, and after dinner I would run upstairs and sneak away from the dining room table, because, I hated all the small talk and conversation and attention, and I just wanted to play piano, so I'd play as quietly as I could so they could still keep conversation, but then I would just be like, okay, I'm gonna play this here, and then, the moment I play a key, Mom's like, Mishy, come back downstairs, and I'm like, no, let me just play some, no, it's time, you gotta help clean up, and I'm like, no, I don't wanna help clean up, I just wanna play the piano. And, my childhood, that's been shifted here for 20 years. So, here it is. And regardless of what happens to it, if it stays with the house, if they move it out, give it away, throw it away, if anything, I got to say goodbye. It seems really stupid and sentimental, but a good portion of my childhood, piano was my identity, and I know better now. Obviously, I know better now, thank goodness, but I played piano. I played for luncheons. I had teachers invite me to a place so that I could play the piano for them. I played keys on the worship band in middle school and high school. I played piano. I wasn't fantastically good at it. I wasn't a prodigy by any stretch of the imagination, but I played it. And I loved it. And I still do. Buying a piano is expensive. Moving a piano is expensive. Keeping a piano is expensive. It's cheaper, smarter, wiser, more economical to buy an electronic keyboard. But I know that it's different. It has personality. So it's just something I gotta learn how to give up. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to my story. Thanks for listening to me slam away on the keys like I used to when I was frustrated with things. It's hard to think of my last song that I'd want to play on this, because there are so many songs that I've played. But it would have to just be A Lovingly Middle C. Because that was always my favorite. It's not even the real middle C.